Success does not wait for the perfect moment. It answers only to those who dare to summon it now as if it were already in their grasp. There is a secret, a marvelous, almost unbelievable secret to achieving anything you desire. You must act like you already possess it. This is not empty fantasy. This is the ancient law of the mind, the bridge between dreams and their reality. When a man walks with the posture of confidence, talks with the conviction of one who has already triumphed, and makes decisions as if failure were an impossibility, he aligns himself with unseen forces that shape his destiny. Success is not something that descends upon the timid or the hesitant. It is magnetized to certainty. It flows like a river pulled by gravity toward the mind that refuses to accept anything less. Most people wait for the raise, wait for the opportunity, wait for the applause of the world before they dare to feel successful. And so they wait forever. They do not understand that the world only reflects what you show it. Success must first live within you, unseen, uncelebrated, unconfirmed by anyone else. Then, like a seed pressed into the earth, it bursts into the earth, undeniable and powerful. I have seen men of average talents command riches, leadership, and respect, not because they were better than others, but because they carried themselves as if they already owned the keys to the kingdom. They believed with such fiery intensity that the world could not help but believe with them. But you answer me, Oscar. Understand this, your mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you act as if you already have success, you plant new instructions into your subconscious, and it begins to work tirelessly, night and day, to make those instructions true. Your energy changes, your decisions sharpen, opportunities that were invisible to the eye of doubt suddenly reveal themselves. But beware, this is not about arrogance. It is about faith. It is not about pretending to be something you are not. It is about awakening the giant within you that has always been there, sleeping under the weight of your doubts. You are not deceiving the world when you act successful. You are revealing your true potential. Ask yourself, how would you walk if you knew you could not fail? How would you speak to others? What choices would you make today? Act from that place, not someday, but now. Think from the mountaintop, even while you are still climbing. Speak from abundance, even if your pockets are empty. Smile with the joy of a victor, even if the battle rages around you. And here is the greatest wonder of all. When you dare to act like you already have success, the mind opens secret doors. Your courage increases. Your ideas multiply. Resources seem to appear out of nowhere. People of influence cross your path. Luck, which is nothing more than prepared opportunity, seems to follow you like a faithful servant. Success is not a prize at the end of the road. It is a companion that walks with you from the very first step, if you choose it. Believe it, live it, act it, and you will see the world rearrange itself in ways so startling, so magnificent that you will one day look back and wonder why you ever doubted. The secret is simple. The secret is profound. Act like you already have it, and you will. Would you also like me to create a short, punchy closing line if you want to use this for a video or speech performance? Here are 6 key points distilled from the speech. Success responds to certainty, not hesitation. Acting as if you already possess success attracts the results you desire. Your mind believes what you vividly imagine. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between reality and confident belief, and it works to fulfill the dominant picture you hold. Confidence precedes achievement. Walk, speak, and decide like a successful person before external validation arrives. The world mirrors your inner conviction. Opportunities, resources, and influential people are drawn to those who carry themselves with assurance and purpose. Acting successfully awakens hidden potential. It is not pretending or arrogance. It is tapping into the true greatness that already exists within you. Success is a mindset first and a reality second. By living success mentally and emotionally now, the physical results must eventually follow. Would you also like me to craft a short one-line version for each point, like motivational bullets you can use in a video or graphic? Success does not respond to hesitation. It does not come to those who sit and wait for the right time, the right circumstances, or the right people to give them permission to move forward. Success is a living force, and like all forces, it reacts to confidence, to action, and to certainty. When you act with absolute belief that you are already on the path to your goal, you create a magnetic pull around you that draws opportunities, people, and resources toward you. Certainty has a vibration, a frequency that influences both your conscious decisions and the unseen currents of life around you. Many people think they must first gather proof before they can believe they are successful. They want the external world to validate them before they feel entitled to act boldly. But the truth is exactly the opposite. The internal belief must come first. Success follows belief, not the other way around. When you carry yourself with certainty, when you make decisions as if success were inevitable, you set into motion forces that would otherwise remain dormant. People trust confidence. Opportunities open for those who act like leaders. Resources find those who move without fear. Certainty changes how you think and how you behave. It sharpens your focus. It strengthens your resilience. It emboldens your choices. When you hesitate, you send a message to the world that you are not ready, that you are unsure, that you do not yet deserve what you seek. But when you act with unwavering faith, even when circumstances seem to say otherwise, you train both your mind and your environment to respond with support rather than resistance. This does not mean being reckless. Acting with certainty is not the same as acting without wisdom. It means making decisions from a place of strength, not fear. It means seeing yourself as capable even when you are still building your skills. It means speaking with authority even before the applause comes. The more you practice this certainty, the more natural it becomes. It becomes your new normal, your new energy, and the world must eventually catch up to the image you hold. Success does not knock at random doors. It is summoned by those who stand ready, those who act ready, those who refuse to act like anything less than who they are becoming. Certainty is the key that unlocks the future you are dreaming of, and it is a key you can choose to turn at any moment, starting now. The mind is a powerful instrument, capable of shaping reality according to the images it holds most vividly. What many people fail to realize is that the subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined with intensity and emotion. It accepts repeated thoughts and feelings as instructions, and it sets about turning those instructions into reality, often in ways that seem mysterious or miraculous. This is why acting as if you already possess success is so effective. It programs the mind to work toward that reality without resistance. When you vividly imagine success, when you behave as though it is already yours, you are planting seeds deep within your subconscious. These seeds grow roots in your daily habits, in your confidence, and in your ability to spot and seize opportunities that others miss. Your mind begins to align your choices, your actions, and even your environment to match the success you have claimed internally. Without conscious effort, you start to move, speak, and think like the person you have decided to become. This process is not about wishful thinking. It is about deliberate mental conditioning. Just as a bodybuilder trains muscles through repeated action, a person seeking success must train the mind through repeated thoughts and behaviors of success. Every time you envision yourself succeeding, every time you act with the belief that you are already on the right path, you reinforce a mental pattern that makes success more likely. Doubt weakens these patterns, belief strengthens them. Consider how many times people let fear, insecurity, or hesitation dominate their minds. Their subconscious then accepts these emotions as truth and faithfully recreates more of the same in their lives. But when you refuse to entertain doubt and instead feed your mind images of triumph, mastery, and fulfillment, you are giving it a new blueprint. Over time, your reality will begin to mirror the picture you have insisted upon. The beautiful thing about the mind is that it will believe what you repeatedly tell it. If you tell it you are a leader, it will start to look for ways to lead. If you tell it you are prosperous, it will begin to create ideas and attract situations that lead to prosperity. The change starts inside, invisible at first, but unstoppable once it gains momentum. That is why it is critical to act, think, and feel success now. Even before the evidence shows up, the mind must first believe it is possible before life can prove it true. Confidence is the gateway through which success enters your life. It must come before the visible signs of achievement. Many people make the mistake of thinking that once they succeed, then they will feel confident. But true success demands that you embody confidence first, even when there is no evidence around you to justify it. This is the great paradox that separates the few who rise from the many who remain where they are. You must walk, talk, and make decisions with the posture of someone who knows that success is inevitable, not someone who is waiting for permission to believe in themselves. When you act with confidence, you are not lying to yourself. You are speaking to the truth of your potential, the part of you that exists beyond current circumstances. Confidence is not arrogance. It is trust in the unseen resources within you. It is the understanding that your abilities, though perhaps unpolished now, will rise to meet any challenge you choose to face boldly. Every great accomplishment was once just a thought backed by courage. Without the willingness to move forward in faith, even the greatest talents and dreams remain locked inside. Confidence also influences how others perceive you. People naturally follow those who seem certain about where they are going. Opportunities often come to those who seem ready to handle them. Investors invest in people they trust. Leaders emerge not necessarily because they are the smartest or the strongest, but because they are willing to act when others hesitate. By carrying yourself as someone who is already successful, you invite trust, collaboration, and support into your life. The quality of your decisions is also shaped by your level of confidence. When you believe in your ability to succeed, you make bold choices. You are willing to take calculated risks. You are not paralyzed by fear of failure, because you understand that every setback is simply part of the journey, not the end of it. Without confidence, opportunities appear risky. With confidence, opportunities appear inevitable. Developing confidence is not about pretending to be perfect. It is about committing to growth and trusting that whatever you need, you will either find or create along the way. It is about acting today from the vision of who you are becoming, not the limitations of where you are. The world will not give you permission to be great. You must take it by stepping into your own power, one confident decision at a time. The world around you is a mirror, faithfully reflecting back the energy, beliefs, and expectations you project. If you walk through life unsure of your value, hesitant about your future, and doubtful of your abilities, the world responds in kind, with missed opportunities, overlooked potential, and doors that remain closed. But when you move with inner conviction, when you carry yourself with the certainty that you are worthy of success, the world begins to open up in surprising ways. People notice the strength in your voice. They sense the purpose in your actions. They are drawn to the invisible power you radiate. This is not mere coincidence or luck. It is the law of human nature. People naturally want to associate with those who seem to know where they are going. Opportunities are offered to those who appear prepared to seize them. Resources are entrusted to those who behave as if they will honor and multiply them. Success in any field is not handed to the most talented alone. It is often awarded to those who display the greatest belief in themselves and their vision. When you believe deeply in your mission, you make decisions that others are too afraid to make. You act without waiting for external validation. You invest in yourself when others are still seeking permission. That energy, The energy of someone already living their purpose becomes contagious. It inspires trust. It invites collaboration. It signals to the world that you are not hoping to succeed. You are expecting to succeed. This is why two people with similar skills and backgrounds can have completely different outcomes. One moves through life timidly, hoping for a break. The other moves boldly, creating opportunities where none seem to exist. It is not the external circumstances that make the difference. It is the internal conviction that sets the stage for everything else. By choosing to act with certainty, even when you are still building, you influence how others perceive you and how they respond to you. You begin to attract mentors, allies, and resources that once seemed out of reach. The world adjusts itself to fit the expectations you boldly declare through your actions and attitude. The more certain you are internally, the more evidence of success begins to appear externally. You are not at the mercy of chance. You are shaping your experience with every belief you hold and every choice you make. When you radiate conviction, the world reflects opportunities back to you. When you embody success, success becomes inevitable. Acting successful is not about pretending to be something you are not. It is about waking up the greatness that already exists inside you. Every person is born with immense potential. But that potential often remains hidden beneath layers of fear, doubt, and hesitation. When you choose to act as if you are already successful, you are not faking anything. You are calling forth the stronger, wiser, more capable version of yourself that is waiting to emerge. You are giving yourself permission to live at a higher level before the world gives you permission. The decision to act successful is a decision to stop living from your limitations and start living from your possibilities. It shifts your entire focus. Instead of waiting for the right time or for someone to recognize your worth, you recognize it yourself. You behave in a way that honors your future self. You speak with authority, you make choices with purpose, and you carry yourself with a quiet but unshakable confidence. Over time, this behavior transforms not only how others see you, but how you see yourself. When you act as though you have already achieved your goals, you naturally raise your standards. You stop settling for situations, habits, or relationships that do not align with the person you are becoming. You make decisions based not on your current circumstances, but on your highest vision. You invest more deeply in your growth. You speak more powerfully. You think more creatively. You step into the mindset of a leader, a creator, a builder, even while the outside world still sees the old version of you. This process activates hidden strengths. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming start to feel like stepping stones. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach begin to appear more attainable. Confidence builds momentum, and momentum creates real, measurable results. Each small victory further reinforces your belief, creating a powerful upward spiral of growth and achievement. It is critical to understand that acting successful is not a performance for others. It is a commitment to yourself. It is not about ego or arrogance. It is about aligning your actions with the truth that you are meant for more. The success you seek is not something outside of you that must be chased endlessly. It is something inside of you that must be awakened, and the act of living as if you have already achieved it is what stirs it into life. When you move from this place of inner certainty, success no longer feels distant. It feels inevitable. Success is first born in the mind long before it is ever seen in reality. It begins as a conviction, a way of thinking, a standard you hold yourself to, even when there is no visible proof around you. Many people believe success is something they will experience only after they achieve a certain goal or acquire certain things. But those who truly understand the nature of success know it must be a state of mind first. Only when you live and breathe success internally does it manifest externally in your world. Your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions form the blueprint of your future. When you think from a place of victory, when you imagine yourself already living your dreams, you are setting forces in motion that pull that reality toward you. You are conditioning your mind to see opportunities instead of obstacles, to to act with courage instead of hesitation, to respond with creativity instead of fear. Without this mental foundation, even if an opportunity arrives, you may not recognize it or be ready to seize it. Living in the mindset of success means carrying yourself every day as if you are already who you aspire to be. It means making decisions from the perspective of growth, abundance, and confidence, not from scarcity or fear. It shapes how you talk to people, how you present yourself, how you invest your time and energy. Every action, no matter how small, is influenced by the internal image you hold. If that image is strong, positive, and rooted in certainty, it will inevitably reshape your outer world. This principle is not about denying reality. It is about choosing which reality you are building toward. Temporary setbacks, struggles, and failures do not define you unless you allow them to. When you adopt the mindset of success, you view challenges as temporary conditions, not permanent identities. You continue to act, believe, and think like a successful person, regardless of what today looks like. And in doing so, you create the momentum that eventually overturns your current circumstances. External success is simply the result of internal success persisting over time. The victories you see on the outside are echoes of the victories already won within. By acting, thinking, and living from the certainty that you are already successful, you align yourself with the laws of growth, creation, and achievement. You no longer chase success, you embody it. And once you embody it, the world has no choice but to respond accordingly. It is a powerful conclusion for the entire speech. Success is not something you stumble upon by chance. It is a deliberate creation, born first in the mind, nurtured by belief, and manifested through bold, confident action. When you act like you already possess success, you command unseen forces to align with your vision. You program your subconscious to expect victory, and it tirelessly works to bring that expectation into reality. The world does not shape you, you shape the world around you. Through the energy you project and the certainty you carry, confidence opens doors, influences people, and sharpens your decisions. It awakens hidden strength, unleashes new opportunities, and demands the world to take notice. Success is not reserved for the few. It is available to anyone courageous enough to claim it within themselves first. Every thought, every action, every choice made from the mindset of success moves you closer to its physical form. Act like you already have it. Think like it is already yours. Move like nothing can stop you. When you live from the place of inevitable success, success becomes inevitable.